Good morning, Central New York, and welcome to the NCC News Sports Update. I'm Allume here to update you on a busy weekend in sports. Let's jump right into it, starting with some NFL action. The stage is set for Super Bowl 52 as the NFL Conference Championships took place yesterday for both the AFC and NFC. We'll start in Foxborough, where the Tom Coughlin and Doug Marrone-led Jacksonville Jaguars led off against Tom Brady, who was looking to lead the Patriots to a record 8th Super Bowl appearance. In the second, Leonard Fournette plows into the end zone for the early 14-3 lead, putting the Jaguars up, and they went into the half 14-10 leading. Down 20-10 in the fourth, Brady began to work his magic. From 9 yards out, Brady finds receiver Danny Amendola for the score to cut the Jaguar lead to 20-17. With under 3 minutes remaining, again the Patriots found themselves in the red zone, and again Brady finds Amendola with the pretty footwork in the back of the end zone for the go-ahead score as the Patriots went on to win this one 24-20. In the NFC, former Onondaga Central star Latavius Murray and the Vikings went into Philadelphia to face the Eagles. We go to the opening drive. Case Keenum files Kyle Rudolph for the 25-yard touchdown pass to give the Vikings the early 7-0 lead. But from there, it would be all Eagles. At the top of the second quarter, with the score tied at 7, LeGarrette Blount introduces himself to Andrew Sendejo as he runs over him on his way to an 11-yard touchdown. With under 2 minutes left in the first half, Eagles quarterback escapes some pressure in the pocket and lets loose a bomb downfield. A wide-open Alshon Jeffrey walks into the end zone for a 53-yard score. The Eagles were too much to handle in this one as they went on to win 38-7. On to college hoops, where the 12-5 Syracuse Orange looked to end a 3-game losing streak against the number 23-ranked Florida State Seminoles. As we get to the highlights, Tyus Battle played his best game for Syracuse thus far. And we see here he absolutely nails the three-pointer to pull the Orange within 3. Later on, Florida State's P.J. Savoy pulls up from deep and nails a 3 of his own as he puts Florida State up 57-55. Right before halftime, Brian Angola Robes lobs it up for Christ Kamaji over Pascal Chiku for the monster slam, sends the crowd into a ruckus. And then we fast forward into the end of the second half. Tyus Battle is a bad man. Ties the game at 74 in a last-second 3 to force overtime. In overtime, Battle would continue his unbelievable performance, putting the team on his back, nails the jumper, putting Syracuse up 2 with under a minute to go. But Florida State would not be afraid. Trent Forrest drives into the lane for the lay, ties the game at 82 and forces a second overtime. The fans love free basketball. The Orange ran out of gas in the second overtime, however, as it was all FSU. Brian Angola nails the 3 from deep. Battle scored a career-high 37 points, but SU falls to Florida State 101-90. After the game, Coach Jim Boeheim spoke on his team's effort despite the loss.
That was a great effort, tremendous effort. They really played great defense. They pressured us the whole game, and for the most part, we handled it pretty well. They made a couple big threes at the end of regulation near the end to get back in it, long threes, but that's to their credit. It was a great game, great effort by both teams.
The Orange returned to the Dome on Tuesday to face Pitt. On to women's basketball as the Orange took on Pittsburgh at the Dome. We get to the highlights. Over 8,000 fans were on hand, the third largest crowd in SU women's basketball history. We take it to the turd. Dina Stroutman gets the pass, and she knows what to do with it. Nails the 3 to put SU up 17 points. Tiana Mangakia, dropping dimes all season, gets the no-look pass to Miranda Drummond for the easy bucket. And we go again to Mangakia as she gets in the scoring move, drives the lane, ball fake with the lay, Q sub 57-40. Isis Young gets the pass from Amaya Finkley, and she's wide open for the 3, puts Syracuse up by 15 points at the end of the third. In the fourth, Mangakia finds Amaya Finkley for the basket and the foul. SU would go on to win this one 70-52. Up next, the Orange face the Clemson Tigers at the Dome. In local hockey, the Syracuse Crunch look to get their 10th consecutive win against Belleville. We take it to the ice. In the first, Mitchell Stevens gets the power play goal to give the Crunch the early 1-0 lead. But Belleville's Jim O'Brien would soon respond in the second quarter. Breaks away from everybody for the score, and he ties the game at 1. This one would end tied at 1 in overtime, but in overtime, Belleville's Max McCormick nets the game winner as Belleville ends Syracuse's winning streak at 9 games and go on to win this one 2-1. That's it for the NCC News Sports Update. Stay tuned for weather up next.